Hello everyone, and welcome to another silly tutorial on how to do stuff in Wolfpack. This time we're gonna look at speed readings, and normally you do so by stopping the boat and seeing how long it takes for another ship to pass to the periscope. This is a somewhat time-consuming process because you have to stop the boat and, well, you lose a lot of time by waiting for it to stop, and then you need to speed up everything. But of course you can do that also on the move, because the only thing you're actually looking at is the difference in relative speed, and whether that is 0 when the boat is at a standstill or 18 knots in this case, since we're going full speed, doesn't really matter. The only thing that's important here is that you need to be parallel to the ship, which in this case we are. If you don't know how to do that, there's plenty of tutorial how to figure out course and get parallel. So, we're running 18 knots here, and I'm gonna time this ship to see how fast she appears to be moving. If we know that, how fast she appears to be moving, we can subtract that from our own speed, and we'll know the difference. It'll be clear once we get to the actual calculation. Now, this is a heavy freighter type 44 with a length of 124 meters. She's timed at 23 seconds, which means her apparent speed is, here comes the calculation, 124 divided by 23, length over meters. That will give us a result in meters per second. Now, to convert that to knots, we need to multiply it by 1.94, which will give us 10.45 knots. Now, our own speed is 18 knots, so if we subtract the 10.45, we will see that she's moving actually 7.55 knots. Let's check on the map. I'm in the tutorial, so we can show solution if this is actually correct. Here we go. Show solution. And indeed you see that the heavy freighter is moving at 7.6 knots. Very nicely done. The other way is quite doable as well if we're moving slower than the other ship. Here I messed around a little bit with the engines. I put them on electric, that's slow, which would bring us to a speed of about 2.5 knots, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but momentarily I will check the map to see if that is actually the case. And here you see that now our boat is moving at 2.5 knots. So, up to the bridge again, and we're gonna time her again and see how fast she appears to be moving now, relative to our own ship. I sped this up a little bit because else it would take a bit long. Here we go for the timing. And this time she comes in at 45 seconds. So that means if we calculate it, her apparent speed is going to be 124 over 45 is 2.75. This times 1.94 to convert meters per second to knots again, which means her apparent speed is 5.3 knots. This is not quite correct, because we know she's 7.6 knots, so either the measurement is wrong, or we're not actually moving 2.5 knots, but 2.3 knots, because 5.3 plus 2.3 is 7.6, which we know our speed is. I'll check the map again, and indeed we were moving 2.3 knots, rather than 2.5 knots. So, in this case, when we're moving slower, indeed 5.3 plus 2.3 is 7.6. There you have it! No need to stop to get your speed measurements in. Just calculate the difference in relative speeds. I hope this helped you a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.